Hi guys, it's Robin, and this is the very first video that I'm making with my April Scraptastic kit. This was a funny little selfie I took of myself before my husband and I went to a friend's house for the evening, and I just kind of on Instagram made it a black and white, and I adore how this page turned out, not because of my picture, but because I loved, loved, loved this ampersand paper, and I could not wait to use it. So again, yeah, I was really excited to pull out. I bought both full kits, all the extra add-on pattern papers and cardstocks for both kits in April. I didn't buy any of the stamp sets, but I bought absolutely everything else, all the cork embellishment pieces and all that. I went a little nuts, but I was really wanting to use more of my March kit before I went on to this April kit. The March kit is not killed, but it's pretty doggone hurting. But I was just needing to do something different. I don't think I get bored easily, but I just want to stay creative and not get in a rut. So, you know, I will go back to that March kit. I just wanted to kind of, for fun, dig into this April one. Now, Bradley was over this day too, so he was talking to me. A lot of times I'll pause and you won't see me doing much, even though it's fast forwarded, and I have edited and taken some things out, but yeah, I'm pretty much talking to him, and we have such a good time when we scrapbook. We like just laugh all day, and he whips them out faster than I do because I don't know, I just like to fiddle, and I really am more into embellishments than he is, although he's getting pretty hooked on mists and stuff like that. So it'll be a matter of time before he gets just as detailed with everything else as I do. I love this floral paper. To be honest, I wasn't sure if I liked it at first, but the more I looked at it, it's kind of grown on me. And I have another sheet that I want to use as a whole piece because I bought the add-on pattern paper. But this time I end up cutting it and using pieces from it. I used my two little gifts because I bought two kits and I bought the month prior. So she was very sweet and stuck in these two little chalk inks for me. One was knotted wood and then the other one was a pink. Oh, darn it. What's the color of that pink? Rose something, I think. And I used both on the layout, but for all of the outlining, I used the knotted wood, the brown tone. And I don't have to scrape. I just kind of swiped down the edge of the paper and it was so moist that that's all it took. So yeah, that was kind of nice. I decided to mount this ampersand paper on this coral cardstock. Well, I don't know if it's coral. I think it's more of a salmon color. I bet I really love it. I can't tell you how many, let me see, how many sheets of this stuff do I have? I have two here, and I think I still bought one or two more from Paper Issues, and it's from the Giggle collection. And I also have the flower background paper. I think I bought those individually, though, but it's the same kind of feel to it. You know, the feathers are mounted on the white and the feathers have the same patterns and colors. I just love it. Could not wait to use it. So here I saved you the torture of watching me fussy cut out. I used 3 of the rosettes, 2 leaves, and then 1 berry cluster. And now I'm on a mission. I pulled out so many of these pieces from the kit, and I just want to do slight layering of my picture. I think the only big layering piece is that center square right there that I cut out from the back and I brought it to the front. I love this diagonal paper. I thought about using the butterflies for a minute, but I decided not. However, the color in the diagonal didn't go well with in a big chunk, to me, with the other papers that I picked. So I decided to use it in a small scale just right behind my picture to mount it instead of a solid piece of cardstock. And then I'm just slowly cutting out squares. I use both sides of that sheet. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. What time is it? It's 9:38. I had an exam today. Actually, I had an exam yesterday and one today, so I'm a little tired. So pardon me for being rude and yawning. I don't mean to. I've been so busy. During spring break, I made like 10 layouts, so I wanted to try and get the voiceovers. It takes me so much time to edit. Editing is not my favorite thing in the world, and I am not a fast scrapbooker, so I can't just put the whole thing on fast forward because it would still be close to 45 to 50 minutes because I think I go like hour and a half, hour 45. But I'm interrupted and, I'm doing other things, but I just enjoy scrapbooking. So, I don't know. That and I fiddle a lot. Oh, excuse me. My gravy. I think this might be the last one I voice over tonight. I can't keep yawning like this. That's rude. I apologize. Here, I use some of the gold diagonal, but it's too bold, so I want to bear it down a little bit. So I took some vellum and I cut 3 sides and tore the 4th side. And right now I have it on its side, but I think I'm going to put the vellum up and down here in just a minute. I have a couple things of polka dots. One's in the pink and one's in the green, but they're slightly different scale. There was another polka dot I really liked, but it was the same scale and I didn't want it to compete and fight with the other one, so I'm just holding off on that. And I did pull out the transparencies that came with the other Scraptastic kit, April kit. It came with the traveling one, but I'm utilizing. See, and that's what I'm going to do too. You're going to see that a lot. If I do buy more than one kit, or if I buy one kit and add on from another, if it's the same month, I'm just putting it all together. And then obviously once the kits get lower and lower and lower, I will start integrating it with my private stash and with other kits. I don't care, but I will really try to keep the months together, not necessarily just one kit and then the other kit. If they go together, I'm going to use them like that just because I need variety, and who cares as long as you're using your products. I know a lot of people want to know how many layouts you can make with one kit, but if you just have trouble limiting yourself, I don't want you not to use your kits. I want you to use them with other things as well. So don't be afraid. If you have some from last maybe September that you can use and looks good with this April's, put them together. Who gives a hoot? It's your album. I love it, love it. Just use your stuff. I mean, we pay a fortune for it. I used to hoard things because I loved it so much I didn't want to use it. And I know that is absolutely asinine, but but then sometimes you look back at something and you're like, wow, did I really buy that? Why did I really like it that much? So I'm learning, even if I adore it to pieces, I need to utilize it while I love it that much, or else it's going to be wasted, and that's money wasted, and we don't want that. So yeah, use your stuff. You can always buy more. I'm not very good with these spending freezes too people put on. I really honestly try, but I'm still, I'm a sucker. I really am. It is what it is. And as long as I'm crafting, it's not like I have, my room is it's kind of like a galley style, so it's very narrow and somewhat long. So even though I say it's filled and I'm outgrowing it, that's only because it wasn't initially huge to begin with, but it was all mine. And actually, we built that scrapbooking room as a family before my husband went to Iraq in 2008 for the last time. And, sometimes I'm down there quite a bit, but he says, there was a time where he thought he wouldn't get to see me in it at all. And he didn't share that with me until just recently. And, wow, yeah, that just brought tears to my eyes. He really thought there was a chance he wouldn't come back. So he loves to see me down there. He loves, like I said, he's a good sport. He comes to the scrapbooking stores with me, and although I probably spend more than I should, he does not deny me things if I want to buy them for scrapbooking. I mean, I know our situations, and You know, of course, I'm not going to buy scrapbooking stuff instead of food or, you know, whatever. Um, that was an extreme exaggeration, but again, I mean, like our kids are heavy into sports and stuff, and we need money for traveling and hotels and things. So, you know, of course, I'm not going to spend that money on scrapbooking supplies, but you know, I do buy things. But he knows I use them, and he loves to see me create things, and so yeah, he's supportive of that. So I'll keep him. Now, if I was spending a fortune not touching this stuff, then he might have something to say, but he loves that I'm doing this. I've been scrapbooking a lot of he and I lately too, so he really likes that a lot, just like the kids do. I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are or how like military you are or how like non-emotional you are. If someone makes something of you, I'm sorry, it's pretty fabulous and it makes you feel special. So whether it's my kids or my husband or my parents or neighbors across the street, like I said, the neighbors across the street, can't believe I'm scrapbooking their kids who are like my little, I look at them like my nieces. So, you know, it's flattering and they love that you know, you would take the time and use your stuff for them to celebrate them. And absolutely, it shouldn't just be just family. It could be just a memory or a picture of, you know, a cup of coffee or a great book that you love. It doesn't have to be people. You know, scrapbooking is a celebration of what makes you happy and things you want to remember. So that could be a multitude of things. So, you know, don't limit yourself to just people. And sometimes it's hard to scrapbook things, or maybe a letter you receive or a trinket of some sort. But you know what? It it may not hit you on the day you want to scrapbook it or work on it, but it will hit you on another day, and it's going to be fabulous, and it's going to be something that you really look forward to and remember forever. My letter from nursing school, getting accepted into nursing school. Right now it's in a frame down in my little like classroom where I used to study and stuff, but I'm not down there much anymore. So I really want to get that into a scrapbook page. So yeah, I'm going to scrapbook a letter, and but it means a lot to me. Here I'm adding some Heidi Swapp Gold Lame Mist, and I decided to pull out these awesome gold glitter thickers that I got on sale from 2Piece not too long ago, and I'm spelling out the word happy. I knew where I wanted the word to end, to butt right up against that rosette, so I decided to make my title backwards. And I'm not even going to lie, sometimes I spell it out to myself over and over again to make sure I have it right, or I'll write it out to follow it. So even though the word can be small, it doesn't matter. I am Robin, and I could goof it up. So yeah, happy, Y-H-A-P-P-Y. Okay, so now it's the other P, or now it's the A, or now it's the H. So when you're spelling backwards, it's not my forte. And I decided to add in this is. So my title is This Is Happy. And I am very happy where I am right now. And, you know, my life is busy and it's full, and it is extremely stressful at times with school and teenagers and things, but you know what? I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I'm just in a really good place right now. You know, a year or two ago it was kind of hard for me, but right now I'm just very blessed, and I know I'm blessed, and just very happy with where I'm at. So I wanted to document that. Normally I don't document pictures of just me. I do with my husband and myself, or me and my kids, but not just me, but I need to put myself into my scrapbooks and celebrate me as well. So here's some close-ups. I hope you enjoy this video. I really love this layout. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Love to you all. Bye.